We started in Sweden. Now we are operating in 5 different locations. We dedicated the last 3 years to commercialize the technology in all aspects. We see more and more tenders across the globe for dynamic wireless charging. Today, we're ready to scale and to deploy it all over the globe. And the way to do it is with great partners, such as governments, car makers, infrastructure companies, research institutes, and more.
To enable production at scale, we work with expert manufacturers around the world.
There's a specific DNA to Electreon's people. They're not only creative and innovative, but also professional and methodological. Our engineers once told me how lucky they feel to be able to design a product from scratch and be pioneers.
We will see whole cities charging wirelessly, public transportation available 24/7, electric and probably autonomous, when wireless is the platform. We will add to that taxis and car sharing and passenger vehicles. We will see whole cities clean from charging infrastructure, and everything is wireless.
In Tel Aviv, Israel, the technology is tested and evaluated under real-life conditions on a public road. The 600 meters of electric road is built on a 2-kilometer route between a train station and the Tel Aviv University. A static wireless charging station is built at the bus terminal to be used by the bus in between rounds.
Wireless charging is the ideal solution for locations where space is limited, and having cables everywhere could be a hazard to the public. Deploying wireless charging at bus terminals like this one behind us enables us to top-up charge the vehicles throughout the day. For the bus fleet operator, this eliminates range anxiety and even offers extended operational hours. And in the end, this ultimately reduces costs for the operator.
Tests done with an electric passenger bus are used to collect data and tune the system to maximize the charging effect.
Here we can see the energy being transferred in static mode.
Next step is to install the wireless charging system in bus terminals across Tel Aviv to power approximately 200 electric buses to be used by the Dam Transportation Company.
We've installed miles of electric roads already. We now have a project where we are bringing this technology to the US market. That will be done here on this street at 14th Street in the nation's first wireless electrified roadway.
The partnerships that we have to engage with the city for the road construction, coordination activities, and then also with Michigan Central and New Lab enable the opportunity to set standards and vision to install these systems on a larger scale. You've got a good example where we're standing today, where those partnerships all come together. They bring folks, they bring technologies, they bring different spaces into this larger ecosystem, which actually has sped things up, but it's also advanced a lot of companies in the space.
New Lab at Michigan Central here in Detroit is a testing ground because we need partners that don't say no when they face a challenge, that say, yes, we're going to solve it, and bring the right stakeholders to come here and see that this is the reality today. Our mission is not to build electric roads everywhere from day one. It's actually to target where we have a good business case and where we can add value to users. Transit is a perfect use case, last mile deliveries, freight corridors. That makes perfect sense for electric roads. By decreasing the sizes of the battery, increasing the operational range on the vehicles, and by limiting the impact that we have on the electric grid, we can enable the transition to happen that otherwise wouldn't happen.
Michigan is the future of mobility and electrification. And what's happening here downtown Detroit is so exciting. Electreon laying the ground for electrification of our roadways. We are going to electrify the dam roads here. We're showing the world that big things can happen in Detroit and in Michigan. We're getting to work, we're competing, we're going to win, and this is a big part of how we win the future.
First and foremost, I always like to say Michigan has been a transportation leader and has been innovating transportation and the future of mobility. And today we continue to hold that legacy true. Again, with having the launch of the first EV road in the country. And so this is something that we're really proud and excited about. But for me, this project is more than just a road. It is really an example of what we can achieve when we work together to really focus on purpose and determination and really making sure that we continue to put the state at the forefront of the future of mobility and electrification.
This project is because we've had a lot of partners and friends that have joined Electreon in the arena of innovation that didn't accept no for an answer. The first mile in the world of concrete road was paved here, close to here in Woodward Avenue, 1909. And here we are together today to actually celebrate the nation's first electric roadway here in Detroit. We can today begin to pave the path for sustainable electric mobility future of tomorrow.
Wireless charging roadway aims to further functions as a testing site, collaboration with local and national businesses, entrepreneurs to explore how, in the real world environment, this will be our own proving ground in the city of Detroit.
We know that in Michigan, we want to stay ahead of the curve. We want to lead the curve. We want folks in the nation to be seeing what we're doing here and providing the environment where this sort of innovation can occur. We want to make sure that we're a welcoming environment for these new technologies. And the exciting part today is it's here. It's actually here. It's actually working. We can see vehicle running back and forth on the street right now, and it's real. And now is the time that we can start building out the use cases for this technology.
Detroit can add America's first electric avenue.
The battery was at 66%. We've been driving a few minutes, and now it's at 68.
Exactly.
A public road able to wirelessly charge EV batteries as they drive over asphalt.
The technology is under our feet. It's under the surface of the road.
Literally.
The secret, rubber-coated copper coils embedded in the road that correspond with a special receiver under the vehicle. The technology developed by Israel-based Electreon, who touts similar projects in several countries, including Sweden, where NBC's Kelly Kobiea got a look last year.
So we're being charged right now.
We are being charged.
Tell me why this is safe.
This is perfectly safe. This system is only active when you have a validated vehicle with the receiver above it.
The price tag for the project to ultimately cover 1 mile of road, just under $6 million, according to state officials, who say the cost will plummet as they expand and in the next few years, license receivers to the public.
Could you see this actually being used broadly?
I can, yes. We want to get rid of this myth of range anxiety. You want to know that when you get to a location, you're able to charge your vehicle.
Motor City, once again, hoping to lead the charge into America's future.
We are entering the electric road. It's a wireless electric road, so we are charging while driving right now. We have receivers under the bus, and we have coils under the asphalt. And the road is identifying this bus, and as soon as we drive over the coils, the road starts to transfer energy through the air to the bus. It's invisible. So when you look at the road, you don't see anything. We have the management units under the ground. That's a big thing for maintenance and for safety. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits. And also that it doesn't need a high effect, because this is a friendlier version of charging your car while driving, and the batteries really like that.
The electric road is 1.6 kilometers long and is now being tested with a fully electric heavy truck and a passenger bus.
Jag tycker det är jättekul med den här nya tekniken. Dels så är bussen väldigt tyst, så att det är roligt att köra. Den är väldigt mjuk och bullerfri, så det är bekvämt för passagerarna också.
The tests done with the truck and bus are used to collect data and tune the system to maximize the charging effect. Electricity capacity is an important issue for electric roads. And a solution for managing capacity peaks and power failures is to use energy storages. Such a storage, which is partially charged with solar energy, is used on the electric road in collaboration with the Swedish energy company Vattenfall. The tests have been successful and show that the technology works well in real-life conditions, summer and winter. A final report will be submitted to the Swedish Transport Administration in the spring of 2022. In Karlsruhe, Germany, the wireless electric road system powers a bus line that will connect the new EMBV training center to the local public transport system hub.
This is the first region in Germany where a wireless power transfer system is tested under real conditions. The Electron system is used to charge the bus while it's stationary at the bus station and while it's moving on the 100-meter test track. EnBW employs this vehicle to transfer its employees between the Innovation Campus and the Karlsruhe Central Station in daily operation.
Tests done with the electric passenger bus are used to collect data and fine-tune the system to maximize the charging effect. The first tests have been successful and show that the technology works well in real-life conditions. The next step is to use the technology at larger scale to offer more electric vehicles convenient, affordable and sustainable hands-free charging.